How's your weekend?
Okay. I had a nutty weekend. What about you?
Well, you know, I don't know if you can see this right here. Maybe get.
What is that?
Can
now,
you
what
see
happened?
that? Can you notice that? Can you see?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I sliced my finger, and I really just, I mean, it was. Well, here's the deal. If you've ever seen this show before, you know that one of the things that just drives me crazy, that I absolutely hate, especially when we had such a beautiful day yesterday. Yeah. You go out, you're running errands, and you come back to the house, and you see, you know, your neighbors are standing on the lawn. And then you make that turn, and then you notice, well, my God, there's an enormous fire truck in the driveway. And then you look up into the house, and there's firemen walking through your house. I just hate that.
Yeah.
So I go up, and then the fire guys are saying, hi, nice to see you. And I said, you know, I thought, well, this better be good. The first thing out of my mouth better be pretty good. So I said, is anybody injured? You know, I'm concerned about it. And he said, no. And so right away they start laughing. And so I turned to the neighbors, and I said, are you with the fire? No, we just followed the truck in. Are you going to Dave's? Well, we ain't seen the place. Can we? So there they are. So you know, they give me the form. Here's what happened. Earlier, I was leaving to run an errand, so I try to start up the car, and the car don't start.
Right.
So I jumped the car. So now I got the car going, and I'm letting it run a little bit, and then I leave, and I close the doors, and I go on about my business. Well, unbeknownst to Daddy, this triggers some kind of dangerous chemical poisoning, smoke alarm, fire alarm, kind of poison gas sensor. I don't even know I've paid for. But I've got one.
I
know. So now, for some reason, because I've paid for the poison gas sensor, and it turns out that it works, but yet somehow I'm the idiot, you see? So everybody's, whoa, you got your money's worth there, didn't you? You know, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
And then the guy says, now, the police is coming. We're just going to finish up and take off. Can you wait for the police? And you know, when somebody asks you that, you damn well better wait for the police. Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for the police. And then we got a guy, always got a guy who's supposed to show up when stuff goes haywire. Well, he's the last one there. He's waiting for the buffet. So now the fire guys and everybody gets back on the truck, and then the neighbors, you know, show's over. Well, I guess we're going.
Right, yeah.
And then the police come, and they say funny things at me, and then they leave, and then the guy, he comes and he leaves. Now, okay, so later that day, I'm in the house, and by this time the girlfriend has returned. You see? So now. You know her? I'm making potato salad, see? And I'm slicing the potatoes, and the more I talk about what had happened, kind of the angrier I get. And she's saying things like, there were strangers in the house? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't here. It was fire guys. The deadly gas thing went off. I don't know. So I'm doing this, and the next thing I know, wacko! And it's that searing pain, and you think for a second, oh, I wish I would like to take this moment back. It ain't going nowhere. It's there with you. And then the next thought you have is, I'm turning this entire matter over to Jesus. He's handling this. I ain't going to take care of this one. It's all his. So, the rest of the day at the house was this. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Damn. Oh, you know, it hasn't stopped bleeding. It's like OJ. You know, it's just unbelievable. Oh, my God, what the hell? So, finally, several hours later, too bad there's not an alarm for this.
Oh.
several hours later, it stops bleeding. It's tired of bleeding. It's taking a break. It's not done. It's just taking a break. So I think, okay, everything will be fine, and we called Dr. Lou. Now, Dr. Lou has been a friend of mine and the shows, and Dr. Lou's the guy that saved my life with that little heart deal we had earlier. So, Dr. Lou Aroni, and this shows you what a medical genius what the difference a medical genius can make in a situation like this. Dr. Aroni says, "Oh yeah, that may need stitches." So we carve out a plan, and so Dr. Lou says, "I'll come over to the office this morning," and he brings over a guy. He brings over Dr. Robert Hotchkiss. Dr. Robert Hotchkiss, he's the orthopedic hand surgeon at the Hospital for Special Surgery. Dr. Lou Aroni was there, and Tara Early, the nurse, she was there. Here's what they did. They come over, we took some Polaroids. Can you get in here on this? Oh, that's upside down.
Wow.
Okay.
It's messy.
There's this one right there. All right. And then finally we have this. This is Dr. Hotchkiss right there. This is after the procedure. During the procedure. Well, we had videotape of the procedure, but for insurance purposes, we can't show you the videotape of the procedure. We can only show you this bit of the videotape. This is after everyone was safe, and there I am shaking hands with, thank you very much, Doctor. Nice job. There we go. And it took like the 3 stitches in there, and the worst part of it was they jabbed me full of Novocaine. I've never had it but right between your fingers. Woo! Yeah, that's so. And now anyway, here's the recipe for the potato salad. You take, it's 1.5 pounds of Yukon cold potatoes, olive oil, white wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. They don't say fresh. Use the dried oregano.
Right.
And then a tablespoon of the flat leaf Italian parsley, and then the salt and fresh ground pepper to taste. Here's what it looks like. You boil them till they're fork tender. Boil those potatoes till they're fork tender. There you go. Then you dice them up. And be careful when you're dicing them up. This is where I got into problems.
Oh.
All right. Then you put them in a bowl. You add the olive oil and the white wine vinegar and the parsley and oregano. Ladies and gentlemen, bon appetit. Yes, sirree. You think Regis would do a show today? You think Oprah would be doing a show today? You think Leno would be doing a show today?